so much for being here. I am thrilled that you're both here, although, Michael, I'm slightly worried. Is this true? You are carrying an injury at the moment. You injured yourself on stage. Is this right? What happened?
Overacting. I broke a rib.
That'll do it.
Well, actually, I was in a play called Jane Anger, amazing, hilarious play. I played William Shakespeare. And it's a sort of twist on the story of William Shakespeare, a feminist revenge twist. And in it, I got my arms chopped off, like you do. And so I was bound, sort of like, like a straitjacket kind of a thing.
Right.
And I slipped on the blood, because there's blood everywhere. And I broke a rib.
No.
I fell and I broke a rib 2 weeks ago.
You're so brave.
I finished the show.
Did you?
I finished the whole run, in fact. But it hurts a little bit. Yesterday, Brett Goldstein hugged me, and I think he set me back about a week.
Oh.
But what are you going to do? Say no to a hug from Brett Goldstein? I don't think so.
Absolutely. Who would? Anna, I know that you started acting when you were very young. You debuted on Broadway. I think you were 12 when you made your Broadway debut. But I didn't know this. When you were in high society, you travelled on your own, age 12, on a bus from Maine to New York to audition for the show. Is that right?
That's mostly true, yes. I know it sounds so bad. I'm always like, well, no. I was 12, but my 14-year-old brother was with me, so wonderful. So very responsible.
How long was that bus ride?
6 hours. You change in Boston, and then, yeah, you get on the bus. And so I auditioned for High Society. This is the first job that I had. And we were sort of told, like, no matter what, no matter what happens in an audition, just be like, yes, of course. You know, anything they ask you, just be like, oh, of course. And so they were like, oh, can you stay for a callback? For a callback tomorrow. And of course, I was like, naturally. Not like, I don't live here. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So my parents faxed a copy of their credit card to, like, the cheapest hotel in New York City that they could find. And they were like, well, our children are checking in first, and we'll be along shortly, obviously, because it would be insane for these two children to just be checking into a hotel by themselves. And I like washed my socks and underwear in the sink, and then it happened again, and in like the final callback, they were like, oh, we're gonna bring you in one last time, and like, do you think you could maybe like dress a little nicer? Because you wear the same thing to a callback, right?
Right.
Because you don't want to like change anything.
Yeah.
And I was just like kind of a ratty-looking child, and
it was high society.
And it's high society. It's in the name. And I was wearing these like combat boots that I thought was so cool. And so we spent like the little bit of cash that we had going to Payless and buying like church shoes, like little white church shoes. But I still had these like disgusting jeans on and this like chunky cardigan, and that was like my attempt at looking aristocratic. Shoes from Payless.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you thought it was pay less, then you started working in the theatre where you really got paid less.
We got a million of them.
I mean, Mike, you started in the theatre, Michael. How old were you when you got your first paid acting job?
I think I was like 19 or 20. I think I was maybe like 19 or 20, and I was working in the Berkshires, and I was playing a kid. I wasn't really a kid, but I was working in the Berkshires doing summer stock, and it was one of those things where like everybody would hang out every night in actor housing, and we were all hanging out late one night, and somebody had a dog that was there, and the dog was cool. I liked the dog. I love dogs. I love all dogs, and this dog came up. Like, we were all out drinking, hanging out. This dog came up, and we were like, oh, hi, there's Jenny. Oh, Jenny, where have you been, Jenny? And Jenny seemed like maybe Jenny had been asleep. But I was like, Jenny, hi, Jenny. And there was this like split second where I was like, I don't think Jenny wants me here right now. And then Jenny bit me. I mean,
where?
Bit on the lip right here.
No.
Yeah, you can kind of see, like it's a little, like if you...
Can confirm.
Yeah, it's a little misshapen if you get it right in there. Jenny bit me. I was like, oh no, I think Jenny just bit me. And everybody was like, what? And I was like, I think Jenny just bit me, and like blood and like
a
piece hang. It was,
oh no.
Oh, it was all, I fainted. They had to wake up a plastic surgeon in the middle of the night. It was so gruesome. Then I did the show the next night. I did the show.
This guy.
All right.
He just doesn't stop.
I did the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They had to make an announcement before the show because I was so misshapen. I looked like Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
They had to say, just so you know, Michael.
The role of Michael will be played by Frankenstein's monster.
He had an incident with a dog. He's okay, but don't scream in terror when you see him. And I did it. I went.
Between the rib and this, I think you need to stop doing theatre. That's what I think. Sometimes you've just got to listen to the universe.
Yeah, but the money.
Exactly.
The money is just,
exactly.
How can you say no?
Now, Anna, we have got to congratulate you on your brilliant new movie, Alice Darling. And I know that this film means a lot to you. And you're brilliant in it. Explain to anyone who hasn't caught up with it what it's about and who you play.
So it's about a woman in a psychologically abusive relationship. It's really like not what you expect it to be. It kind of feels almost like a mystery film or a horror film or something. And it's very like simple and pared down. And I was really looking to do something a little more challenging. Backstage, Michael was like, I kept waiting for the trailer to get funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like you and I'm guessing you too, just based on vibes. And by the way, can we talk about him coming for my part earlier? Knowing the lyrics, showing me up on television.
I saw an opening.
How dare
I'm sorry.
you?
I saw an opening.
And like I have that thing on set where I'm just like looking for that immediate validation of like, Video Village being like, oh, James, that was wonderful. Really great stuff. Like I'm just always like, was it good, Daddy? Did I do it?
Yeah.
Just like chasing that immediate high and like trying to be like endearing and charming and all these things. And so it was kind of a very strange but hopefully valuable thing for me to do a character who's like kind of no fun to be around for the first like 10 minutes of the film. And kind of like, navigating that was interesting. I think it was just nice for me to kind of try something different at like a kind of weird moment in my personal life to like lean into it and be like, let's run towards the scariest thing that nobody knows me for or wants me to do.
Well, I'm so glad you did because I think it's absolutely brilliant and I can appreciate it's scary, but I think it's paid off and will continue to do so. I think you are brilliant in it.